everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about being an active learner and why it's so important. I want to give you kind of a vision of why this is important because all the videos I'm going to be doing in the future are going to be training you how to do that. When you start to get involved and active in your learning process, there is a power that will come into your life that is just incredible. All of a sudden, it's like everything will just kind of start to come alive. The gospel will become alive. Your life will be more joyful. So let's think about the different things that we learn as a string, like a ball of yarn. Let's say you learn something maybe in your scripture study that morning. Wow, it is so amazing to have that happen, isn't it? I mean, think of that like this ball of purple yarn. It's wonderful and beautiful, but it's not really useful yet. It's not attached to anything yet. And maybe something else, maybe that you learn, maybe in a discussion with your husband or with one of your children. It's really awesome and wonderful, but it's not attached to anything. It's not really useful. And if you don't take care of it and put it somewhere, it's going to get lost. Let's think of maybe another learning experience, maybe with Come Follow Me, where you have some thoughts and feelings that come to you that help you with, something that you're struggling with. Again, it's wonderful and beautiful, and I'm so grateful I have this, but what do I do with it? And how do I not lose it? How do I connect it with all these other things? And is there any connection with them? So let's think of all the things that we learn as being these different colors of yarn. Aren't they magnificent? I mean, I look at this and I just think, wow, look how amazing this is. But then again, it's not really useful. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there doing nothing really, right? And many of them we just lose because we don't connect them to anything. So let's think of these different colors as different experiences and things that we can weave together to become something that's going to matter to us, something that's going to be useful in our families and in our personal lives. Some of the things that I will put into my scriptures are memories. Sometimes it's a memory of a conversation with a child or something that happened to me long ago where someone served me, where I can record that. I put the date and I record that, maybe attached to a scripture. Feelings and thoughts are amazing things to write down. Then again, write the date and write your feelings. You can always go back and edit them later, so don't worry about them being perfect. Good internet sources are a great resource. Sometimes I will just copy and paste the link on the internet where I found that source, and I will attach it right to a scripture. It could be a quote, it could be just the link to the article itself. You can do either one. And I'll be showing you how to do those in future videos. Poetry is an awesome resource. I love poetry. Maybe just a line, or maybe just a little section, or maybe the whole poem. You can put that as a note attached to a scripture. Thoughts, scriptures, of course. You can link them to other scriptures. That's another way to weave those together. And I'll be showing you how to do those in the future. Promptings that you might receive. Have you ever been reading the scriptures and you felt like you should teach a child something, or you should share that in family scripture study or something? Put that in there. Maybe a hymn from a phrase from a hymn is awesome to be able to put in there. It doesn't have to be the whole hymn. Maybe it's just a line. What about meetings and talks? You go to these meetings and you take a few notes, or you don't even take a few notes, you just sit there. But something touched you in that meeting. Are you just gonna huck that ball of yarn over your shoulder or even just take it with you and maybe lose it? You want to put those little pieces inside your scriptures, inside your notes, so that you can use them. They can be woven in with other things. Experiences that you have, counsel or advice. Have you ever thought of putting that in there? Maybe a friend or your husband gives you, or a leader gives you some kind of advice that really, really bless you. Put that in there. Put a date. Put it and attach it to your scriptures. Conference talks, struggles that you're having. That's an excellent thing to write about. Journaling. I'm always journaling when I'm reading my scriptures. That's a great way to ponder, because I can't just sit there and ponder. I need to be kind of thinking it through, kind of thinking out loud. So journaling is a great way to ponder. And you can attach that right to your notes in your scriptures. Lessons, maybe a piece of a lesson, a question, a phrase, a class comment. Um, you can even, if you find a great picture on the internet or out in your study, you can copy and paste that link and just attach that right to the scripture. And that way, when you're teaching Come Follow Me, you can go right to that scripture or right to that picture, and you can show your family a picture that goes right along with that scripture. Great books are another resource. They don't have to be LDS. How many times have you read something in a book that was just wow? And you can just copy and paste that quote, make a note, and put it right into your scriptures. You can show your problem-solving process as you're searching the scriptures to find answers to the challenges that you're facing, answers to prayers. Again, put a date. Always put a date. Questions are amazing. That your questions will get better and better as you practice. And like I said, we're going to go into depth with each one of these in future videos. Put your questions in there. Don't worry about having an answer. Just put a date and a question. BYU speech is another thing you can explore. So you can see how you have all these different things that they're beautiful and wonderful in and of themselves, but they need to be connected together. They need to be woven together. So I want you to think about how powerful it would be to be able to take all these colors, all of these experiences, all of these things that you've learned, and to be able to connect them together. What will you create? And what will it do for you and your family? I want you to know that it is powerful to be able to do this. And I love it as I take these experiences, these scriptures, and I connect them together. It has completely changed my gospel study experience, completely changed my life and the lives of my family. So I hope that you'll tune in for other videos and watch as I teach you how to do this, and that you'll come up with your own ideas. I don't have the edge on how to do this. My way is not everybody's way, but I hope I give you enough to get you going in your own gospel study and help you to become more of an active learner. Your way will be infinitely better than mine, and hopefully a lot more useful. So I hope you find these helpful, and come back again, and I'll teach you more in depth on the other topics in the future.